Well, good morning, everyone. It's Michelle from Michelle's Ink It Stamp It, and today is day 14 of the 100-day project 2024. I don't know why I have such a hard time remembering what that's called. I should put a big banner across. Okay, so yesterday we did the upload from the iPad. Today we're going to do the upload from my Surface Pro. So this would be the same as your laptop or your computer. Pretty much. Some things, your phone is more like the iPad, no matter if you have Android or iOS. So here is the Cricut Design Space. Geez, words are going to be hard today. Okay. So when you first open it up, it comes into this. You can either select new project or go directly to the canvas. So we're going to go to the canvas, and this is what it looks like. So this is your edit bar across here. We don't have anything on there, so everything's kind of grayed out. And this is your design bar over here. And I'm going to scroll up because it's not all showing. And I want to do upload. So you can see all my uploaded images here. So it comes up with images or pattern fill. You don't get this choice on the iPad. Pattern fill is only a background, and it won't show up in anything until you go to do a print and cut and choose from your color picker. And we can go over that more. If anybody's interested in that, leave me a comment down below and I'll do one of my days on that. So you could change it to the pattern fill and it'll say upload pattern. Here, I only want to do the images. This tells you to upload an image for use in the design space. And then it gives you all the compatible file types, same as the iPad. So you get JPEG, GIF, PNG. I don't know what HEIC is, but the bitmap, the SVG, or DXF. And it'll show you that on your device as well. So you could tell I did this already, and it didn't. My video didn't show up. Okay, so upload images, and I do have it saved to my desktop, which I find the easiest to do. So all I'm going to do is grab these butterflies, and I'm just going to drag and drop. Did you see the screen change color? So there it's white or cream, and here it's a green tinge. Okay, so when I drop it in there, it's all going to be there. So now I need to move this back up to the top. So here's all those butterflies. It was a PDF file, so I changed it to a JPEG. Actually, I think I changed it to a PNG, but that's okay. I always choose complex because I have the best results with that. And every time they do a upload or update their design space, it gets better and better. So if you're having trouble with it, don't worry, it'll get better. Okay, so this has a remove background, and sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes when you have the lighter colors in here, it will take it out. But here's, let's just try it and see what happens. Sometimes, like I say, it does. Okay, so it took out the center parts, which is no big deal. So when you scroll up a little bit here, you'll get the magic wand, an eraser, or restore. So let's just use the magic wand, and we'll go in here and just tap. Oh, there, that took it all out. Well, that was pretty easy. I see a little piece over here. You can also, there's usually a place to enlarge this. There it is. Okay, so, and I will go pretty big on it just so that I can see. Okay, well, I notice in there. Okay. There's some little pieces in between the feelers. This one has some white around the edge. Whoops. So I took out part of the butterfly. I'm going to go to undo. And let's make this a little bit larger so it has something else to get a hold of. Okay, that did it. Let's go in here. Sometimes I can't get a hold of it. So I just make it a little bit bigger. Go to the biggest spot that you can find. So I took that out. So I have to go back up here to the undo. And that'll just take out the, you can undo it back as much as you need to. Just going to go to some spots where I have seen a couple of spots that we'll go back and take care of. So I want to take out those two in there. Not getting that part. And I'll show you what I look for when I go back. And I don't care if it takes out the antenna. There's a little dot right there, so I'll go to my eraser. And when you're up in here, you have a size. So I'm going to take that down. Okay, so I'm just going to put it over that. It takes it away. And you can go through and just take out all the antennae if you want to. I don't really care. Okay, so now I'm going to shrink it back down, because sometime on one side or the other, whoops, you'll get a line. So let's go to the eraser here. Increase the size a little bit. This would be easier if I had my okay, so let's go to apply. It's hard to tell sometimes. Okay, so it doesn't look like I got a line around it. All right, so you have to tap this because I want the print and cut. This is only going to cut out the butterflies, it will not do the print. But this, you could change to this later on. So that I always do this one as the print then cut. It says red butterflies, so I'll just leave it, and you can put you have to put a comma after each word that you use. I'll put red. This is what it's going to search for, a comma. And I'm going to choose Artie Mays because that's who I got this from. I think that's her. Excuse me. Yeah, that's her name there. So I'm just going to select this here too, because it's going to put that in her collection. Okay, so once you have that in there, on the iPad you can't select categories or put in tags that you want to identify it, only on your laptops. I don't remember if on my phone I can do that. So we'll hit upload. Okay, so you can see I have it in here twice, but I'm going to select the one we just did. And down here, you can see that the butterfly is in the circle, and add to canvas. Here's the line that sometimes appears, and I didn't end up taking it out, so I had to take it out in the design space, which you can do. It's no big deal. Okay, so here it all is, and you know you don't have a line around it if shrink this down. Let's see. So it tells me it's too large. Over here, it has an exclamation point in your layers panel. So when you click on it, it says low resolution. This image will print poorly. For best results, use a higher resolution thing. So I know that by the time I print it up, it's fine. You can't print larger. Well, you could print a little bit larger than 9 1/4 by 6.75 wide and 9 1/4 tall. But it'll tell you over here that it's too large. So this isn't, so I could cut it out as is. And let me go to make it. I don't want you to save it first. So, okay, let's save it. I already saved it to Artie Mays, and it was red butterflies. If I wanted to do all of Artie Mays, I would just tap there and it would, excuse me, show me everything I've got cut out for Artie Mays. Man, my throat is all froggy this morning. Sorry. Guess I should have talked some more before I got on. So here, if you wanted to make, say you knew you were going to print up a bunch of these for card making or birthday parties or whatever, so you could apply it here, put however many copies you want to make of it, and hit apply, and then it will add those to it. But we just want to do the one for right now. So we're going to continue. And turn my maker on here. So send it to the printer. And when you do this, I always leave the bleed on. It will just print out a little bit, and I'll show you that after we cut it out. It'll squirt out a little bit of extra ink around the whole thing so you don't get any white edges. Now, some of the ones that I didn't clean up all the white on, you're going to see it, and I'll show you that too. Okay, so I want to use my systems dialog because I want this to cut out of, let's see, I cut this set out of cardstock, so let's do this out of copy paper. Okay, so when you go to print, then it's going to bring up your printer stuff. I have an EcoTank 8550 large format. I love it. Works really, really well. So I'm going to go into my preferences, and I want this to cut out of cassette 2 or print on cassette 2. It has several different places, so I can keep my cardstock in the rear tray because that just sends it right through. And my cassette tray 2 will take it from the bottom and then it rolls it up. I don't like to roll my cardstock up. It doesn't really matter, but it's just easier for me that way. And then I have a photo tray in there too that's set up with my photos, so I don't have to run back and forth and change everything. It stays right on there. Okay, so I got that. Here's where you can change all your settings. But that was the one I wanted to do to make sure I got it in there. So I could say, okay. Or you could change it to a better setting too. It seems to print out just fine this way. This is what I always do. And then you'll use your printer program there. So print. Now it's telling it's going to prepare to print. So let me pause you and I'll go get it. Okay, I'm back. I raised you up. I put my Cricut mat on here because I want to show you how to load that up. So you're going to look at your design. You can see it there. It's got the 3 butterflies at the top and they're going up. So you want to make sure your mat is clean. If not, scrape everything on it that's on it off, because that will tear your paper, especially using copy paper. So you want to put this right on the letters, or right on the line, the letters. Okay, so we got that. And then I'm gonna, let's see if I don't drop you this time. Okay, so there's my Cricut machine. So you want to put it up to the bars. I run my finger on it to make sure it's not caught on those, because that'll keep it from going in. I'm going to press the upload. It's not hooked up to the Bluetooth yet. It just hooked up. My light went out. Yours will turn dark blue. My light has, for whatever reason, has never worked. Before I do copy paper, I will just take this out, my housing out, and push the plunger and stab it a couple times into some foil. That just gets any residue that's left on it. I keep that in there. You don't have to do it a bunch of times. Okay. So I didn't show you this here. It is on, I have to select the copy paper. I'm going to leave it at default. It doesn't have a go fast one on this because it's a lot of intricate cuts and it knows that. So we're just going to leave it there. And on my, you can see this light is flashing now. That's the cut light. So you just press that. Your is going to tell you what percentage of it is done. I'll get the first one. I'm going to show you the registration marks. So it's going to do all the registration marks. So it knows, that's how it reads where everything is. And it'll do all 4 marks. It does it one on each side. And that little light at the bottom down here is how it knows where how it reads the registration marks. People say you can't do this on color paper, but you actually can, and I have videos. I'll leave it in the description below. I have how to correctly load your mat, how to load it into the machine, and some troubleshooting things that happen in uploading it. So I'll leave that also in the description box. All right, I'm going to let it cut out one, and then I'll pause you so you don't have to watch this whole thing. I'll come back on for the last one. Okay, so that's one butterfly. I'm going to pause you now. Okay, I think we're just about on the last one. It's going to send it all the way over. There we go, back to the top. This is finished. I mean, that's the unload button. It tells me this is finished and I can unload the mat. So really you just follow the prompts. Okay, and then I am going to try to get you back over here. Okay, and I'm just going to lift this up and I'll gently tug. Just hold down on the ones that didn't release all the way. Normally what I do is roll it this way, and that usually breaks all the fibers in between that get caught, so they pull up a lot nicer. But sometimes it'll pull up the butterflies with it, so... I don't know where that one came from. And the copy paper does tear easily. Not gonna lie. And because I still have the antlers on it too, the feelers. Okay, so this one in there. And this one. Okay, so you can see the ink, how it spread a little bit of ink around the edges of each one of these, so that way you don't get any of the ink in your design. And you can see where it did cut around those antlers, but that's probably what sticks too. Okay, let me bring it back down. That one had a little piece. I'll have to cut that. But you can see it did, I don't know where these came from. Probably like that. So you can see how nicely it cut. Left a little bit of white there, but I could trim that up. I don't think I took that out, is why that's there. So that's all my butterflies now. So now I have some in cardstock because I did this video already and cut all those butterflies out of cardstock. I meant to cut it out on paper and forgot to take it out. Oh, right here. You know how I took out the white in some of them? I was going so fast I didn't take it out of that. This one, I didn't take that bottom piece out, so I could just trim that up as I go. Not that big a deal. I don't have to fussy cut anything. So that is how you upload in your iPad. I mean, from your iPad and your Surface Pro or your laptops. So that is it for today. I will put all the links of everything that I used in the description below. So when you're done, you just hit the done. Takes you back. We've saved it. It has the name up here. If you didn't save it already, you could do this. And then when you close out, quit, everything will be saved. All right, go create something fun. I'm going to leave some videos over here that you might be interested in, and please give this a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you tomorrow for day 15. All right, bye.